Now here on the channel, I like to talk about Marvel a lot. They're constantly in the news, they're constantly doing great things, and today I want to talk about a different side of the Marvel Universe, and that would be with the X-Men. Now the X-Men, when it comes to movie and television rights, that's owned by 20th Century Fox. So all of the X-Men movies that we've had so far have been Fox related. Also, with the new TV shows that we're getting, yep, not only are we getting Legion, which is coming out soon, but they have now announced a second X-Men show, but it's not actually about the X-Men. It's set in the universe of the X-Men, which has a lot of people a little angry, a little confused, and really just concerned on the direction that Fox is taking with the X-Men. Now this is kind of also why Marvel in the comics has just been killing off the X-Men left and right. Do you know how hard it is to find like a new X-Men toy? Or have you noticed that there aren't any new X-Men cartoons? That's because Marvel still has those rights, and you know what? They kind of don't really care about the X-Men right now because there's nothing that they can do with them. Maybe in the future, after we see that Sony and Marvel have been able to play nice with Spider-Man, and it's the greatest movie of 2017, yeah, I'm calling it now, there's a really good chance. Maybe then Fox will team up with Marvel and be like, hey, we can play nice too, take our X-Men franchise and make it better. But until then, Fox is left in this position where all the X-Men are dead in the comics. Marvel's answer to having the new X-Men is the Inhumans, which they'll be making a TV show of that coming up in the near future. So Fox is left with, hey, how do we make the X-Men relevant again? How do we reach out to a much larger audience? And their answer is a TV show. So we are talking about Legion today, which I'm very curious to know how they're going to do that, because if I remember correctly, Legion is actually Professor Xavier's son. So we'll see if they hint towards that. But what I want to talk about is this newly announced X-Men TV show that's set purely in the universe that has a lot of people concerned. The writer has already announced the synopsis of the show, that it's not about the X-Men. It is going to center around two normal human beings who find out that their child is a mutant. And then they go on the run from a corrupt government that is trying to kill all of the mutants out there in the world. And along this journey, they come across like this underground society of other mutants, and they wind up trying to fight against the government and just try to stay safe. And it's really interesting that they want to go in this direction and not just like an all-out here's an X-Men TV show, because that would do really, really well. After sitting down and doing some research, I want to talk about why this is a great idea. We've always seen in all of the X-Men movies, everything we've had so far has been the point of view of the X-Men and seeing the world around them and their fight against society, their fight against the Brotherhood, and their place in the world. Well, now we're going to see the same universe, but from the perspective of two humans. The government that they trusted in, that they loved, that they were a part of, really turn against their family and then have to go on the run because of it. And I think it's just a very interesting standpoint for them to take. It's a great storytelling technique. The first concern is like, whoa, I want the X-Men, I want mutants fighting in an X-Men TV show. And I think that's exactly what we're gonna get. They haven't given the age of what their child is, so if you put the age of like a 17-year-old teenager who finds out they have mutant powers and then they have to go on the run, and then they come across this other group of mutants that are all a part of the fight and trying to survive, I think there's still a lot of room for action and mutant-on-mutant carnage. There's always been this underlying tone with the X-Men, whether it be in the comic books or the movies, that it's the fight for equality in being different. And I think that the underlying theme of this TV show is going to be that the government is changing, times are changing, and some people don't feel safe. And that's what the X-Men, in my opinion, have always been about. It's been about this part of society that is different and their fight in the world. And I think that right now this TV show is such a great answer. It's the perfect timing for it, because I think we as a society need to see this message again and even more relevant. So yes, at first I was very scared about the idea of having a X-Men TV show and it not being centered around X-Men, but I think this is a good thing. I'm calling it now. I think we are about to see 20th Century Fox and the X-Men really just turn it around 100%, and we're gonna get some great movies and television from them. And I think it's gonna start with Logan. I think Legion is gonna be good, and I really, truly believe that this new X-Men show has a lot of potential, and I'm very excited to watch it. It's not going to play to our nostalgia. We aren't going to see blue and yellow spandex. We aren't going to see Cyclops and Storm on screen. I don't think we're going to get any of that. We're going to get a bunch of other mutants, which is another great thing about the X-Men universe, is that there are so many mutants that they don't talk about. And this TV show will give us a chance to see the entire world that is the X-Men universe. At the end of the day, this is the overall theme. You just gotta be open-minded. Don't be like me, see a stupid headline and then just tweet, "This is a bad idea. I don't want this." I think there's gonna be a lot of potential, and I think it's gonna be really, really cool. So to sum up, because I have a tendency to ramble, Fox is doing a good job of getting ahead of Marvel by keeping X-Men relevant, by bringing them today's times and fighting the themes and the problems that we fight as a society, which is exactly what the X-Men are all about. So let me know in the comments below if you think this is going to be a good TV show or a bad TV show, or if Fox should just be like, "Yo, Marvel, here's all the rights, let's make great content together." Again, guys, I'm just glad that you guys want to come here and watch these videos. It means a lot to me that I get to talk to you about some of the stuff that I find really interesting. So let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about, what we can talk about here on the channel. Also, I have a new computer. I'm just waiting for a monitor. I'm going to start doing some more gaming stuff on here. And if that does well, hey, maybe I'll do more of that. Or maybe I need to make a second channel just for gaming. It's an idea that I had. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next time, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. If this is the first time you've made it to the Jovenshire channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I talk about a lot of geeky stuff here on my channel, and I think you're going to like it. You can check out this video from last week right here to the left, or I've got a video that YouTube has picked out just for you thinking that you're going to like it. Give it a watch, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.